Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be making this delicious homemade chicken stock. You can easily make this a vegetarian version by just omitting the chicken and adding more veggies, but this recipe is super immune boosting and just great for fighting the flu, especially around these colder months. So if you're interested in finding out how to make this homemade chicken stock perfect for any soup that you'd like to make it with, then just keep watching. Now let's get on with the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need some brown onion, garlic, ginger, carrots, parsley, celery, and I'm using this organic whole chicken by Blue Goose. And I'm also going to spice it up with some cumin and a little bit of turmeric. And then I also have some peppercorns here and a little bit of cayenne pepper. And these are just all really good immune boosting spices and they're just gonna add amazing flavor. Now first we're just gonna roughly chop up our onion. I'm literally only chopping it up into quarters and leave the skin on, especially if it's organic. Leave the skin on, it has lots of flavors and vitamins and minerals in there. And then with the carrots, same thing, leave the skin on if they're organic. And same thing again with the celery. I'm just leaving everything on, just rinse everything and then roughly chop. It doesn't have to be pretty because we're not actually going to use this in our soup. This is just to cook for a long time and get all of those beneficial properties from them. And then same thing with the garlic, leaving the skin on. This is the easiest broth to make and it takes me about 5 minutes to put together. So I'm taking a little bit, about an inch of the ginger here. All the measurements will be listed down below for this chicken stock recipe, and I'm also just leaving the skin on the ginger as well, and then roughly chopping the parsley. So you see the theme here. It's rough chop, haphazardly, and it just makes a delicious broth. So I'm just putting my whole organic chicken with the skin on and everything right into the crock pot, and then I'm just gonna layer on all of my veggies on top. And it really takes 2 seconds. Normally I just kind of throw everything at once, but for the purpose of this video I lightly sprinkled it and made it look pretty. And then I'm just kind of ripping the parsley a little bit more and then dusting on all of my spices. You can really add any spices that you want to this. These are just some of my favorite for this type of soup. And that's kind of what it looks like before, or it is what it looks like before we're gonna add the water. I'm using filtered water. I love my Santivia water filter. And you just want to pretty much fill it all the way to the top until it covers the chicken. So now you're just gonna pop on the lid, and for the purpose of this video I only put my crock pot on high for 6 hours, but normally I put it on low for 10 hours. So just keep that in mind, the longer the better. And then 6 hours later, this is what your chicken stock will look like. You're just gonna carefully take out the chicken. I use kind of a strainer spoon underneath, and then I'm just gonna strain out all of the veggies. I mean, you could use the veggies for something. I don't use them just because they've been cooking for so long that I feel like I get all the nutrients out of them in the broth. But if you want to use them for a stew or a chili or something else, or use them back in your chicken noodle soup, definitely do that. But I'm just going to take everything out and then I'm just going to strain a little bit more. You don't have to do this step, but if you want to store it for a little bit longer, I find this is a good step to do. And then you're just going to strain it and then pour it into mason jars. So you can use this right away, or you can store it in the fridge. And I normally, don't store it more for a couple days, probably like 3 to 5 days. And then before I use it. So unless you're gonna freeze it, you can definitely freeze this and it'll last a long time. So that is my chicken stock recipe. The cooking process itself takes a while, but the prep, it takes literally 5 minutes, and then just straining it out and into the mason jars. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Now don't forget, before you go, to check out one of my other videos. I have on the left here my event and whole experience at Buffer Festival. It was so much fun. And then on the right side you can actually watch how to use this broth to make my homemade chicken noodle soup, which has been so highly requested. So be sure to check those out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a fabulous week. Bye!